They go for a fast-paced walk. You can go to the gym. You can go pick up some weights. The name of this game is health. We want to live. We want to be around for our kids, right? What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and thank you so much for clicking. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Chris, and I find topics that interest me because I got into the fitness world a little over 2 years ago. So I have not been doing this fitness thing for very long, but I do study it nonstop every day. You know, I'm not claiming to be a doctor. I'm not claiming to be a professional of any type. I just put information out there. You can take it with a grain of salt. These will be the way that I actually achieve the small amount of gains that I actually have. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm not going to be trying to sell you any bullshit. I don't really want anything other than you guys to watch my videos because, I don't know, it just makes it a lot more fun when people are actually watching my content. But today's topic is something that gym bros have been debating for ages. Is cardio necessary to achieve and maintain optimal heart health, or is weight training simply enough? Let's get into it, guys. All right, guys. So, is cardio necessary? Well, it depends on the context of the question. Your question is cardio necessary to be healthier? Well, that depends. Are you already weight training? Because if you're sitting on the couch doing nothing, and you decide to start doing cardio, you are going to be tremendously healthier than if you just remain sitting on the couch. The same can be said for weight training. If you are training with weights, but not doing cardio, you're still gonna be healthier than if you're just sitting on the couch. So, like I said, it depends on the context of the question. We're gonna look at a few articles today that I found when I was researching this topic. I don't search for articles to back up my own opinion on things. Like, I see a lot of channels on YouTube doing this. Like, it's not that people are bringing these articles in to actually interpret and research them. They are only cherry picking articles that line up with their own little narrative that they're trying to sell to people, and they almost always have some kind of get shredded in 90 days program that they're trying to sell you. And I don't want to sell you anything. I want you to watch my video if you enjoy the content. If not, that's fine. But I'm trying to get a community together of non-genetic phenoms like myself, just regular Joes who are out here trying to make some gains. And I want to inspire you that even if you're a non-genetic phenom, even if your genetics suck, you can still make a few gains and feel much better about yourself than you do if you're not doing anything right now. And if you're happy not doing anything, then don't do anything. I don't care. I just want, if you are on the fence about it, if you're like, man, I really wish I could, just go do it. Okay, just get started. You can get started right now. Just start doing some push-ups or something. Now, I understand that a lot of people do not like or trust articles and studies due to the control groups not always being, well, controlled. So I did find that these articles in particular actually do a pretty thorough job of monitoring the test subjects, and I also like that at least one of them is done on a very large group of people. So the control group is over 10,000 people. So the first article is from healthline.com, and it is called Cardio versus Weightlifting. Which is better for weight loss? I realize we are focusing on heart health right now, but bear with me, okay? Weight loss can have an effect on heart health. We're gonna get there. Just hang on tight, guys. So this article was published on the 24th of October in 2017. So it's not an incredibly recent article, but it's also not an article from the 1950s like I've seen some of these other YouTubers throw in there when they are cherry picking studies strictly to fit their narrative. And that's the kind of shit that we are not going to do on my channel. I actually went into this thinking, yes, you have to do cardio, you have to do cardio. But upon my own research, found that weight training can be almost just as effective as cardio when compared to not doing anything at all, just sitting on the couch. Engaging in exercises with weights, weight training, is going to dramatically increase your odds of surviving a heart attack and decrease your chances of having stroke, among a myriad of other positive benefits that you will achieve from lifting weights. All right, so the first article we are looking at is from healthline.com. It's published in October of 2017 by a guy named Grant Tinsley. In this article, he looks at a few studies that assessed how many calories were burned by people weight training opposed to people doing cardio. And what he found is when you're doing cardio, you burn more calories. Now, he also points out that building muscle by weight training in the long run burns more calories than doing cardio, because the more muscle mass that you have, the more energy that your body is going to require to maintain that muscle mass. So, in the long run, weight training will burn more calories, but as of just the exercise, the amount of calories burnt during the said exercise, cardio is going to burn more calories. And I feel like if you're burning more calories, your heart and your cardiovascular system as a whole are probably working harder. And if they're working harder, they must get stronger because they had to do more work. That's just what makes sense to me. I could be entirely wrong, but like I said, I'm not a doctor, I'm not an expert. I'm only here to just give you my 2 cents, and we'll leave it at that. Now, Grant also points out that doing HIIT cardio, so that's high intensity interval training, going balls to the wall as hard as you can for short intervals of time. When you're comparing the amount of work done, the amount of energy burned in set amounts of time, HIIT cardio burns more because you're working harder, your heart rate is higher. So, just like I said, it's my opinion that if the heart is working harder, then it is going to get stronger. That's just what makes sense to me. We'll just leave it there, okay? So, if you're doing HIIT cardio, it is going to be as effective as a longer period of weight training and or moderate intensity cardio, such as, walking at a fast pace on the treadmill. So if you're short on time and you don't have a lot of time in the gym, or even if you're doing home workouts, HIIT cardio is where you want to get, because you're going to get more done in a shorter amount of time. And you're going to achieve the same heart gains you would from a longer, less intensity workout. So Grant concludes this first article that we are looking at by saying to implement both weight training and cardio exercise to achieve your weight loss goals, which in comparison, weight loss goals will usually go hand in hand with heart health and cardiovascular health goals. So a little bit of both is what's best. So our second study is from insider.com. It's called the 3 best exercises for heart health. So I really liked this article because it received an Altimetrics attention score of 2,063, placing it in the top 5% of basically all research. And this is the Altimetrics attention score is a measurement of the impact of research and studies through online interactions. So it's basically saying that the study is valid and it has a very positive impact on the people who read it. So the study points out that the best form of cardio exercise for your heart is the kind that you enjoy doing and you can maintain and continuously, keep up doing. So find an exercise that you enjoy and stick with it. You don't have to always go in and do a bunch of stuff that you don't want to do. The name of this game is to be healthy. Now, some of us want to make some more gains. We want to make, we want to make some muscle gains, right? We want to look shredded. Well, that's not what this video is about. So Right now we're talking about heart health, staying alive. Involves 60 middle-aged men and women. So average age of 53 years old. So a little bit older than me, but not a lot older than me. I'm getting old as fuck. I'll be 30 next year. None of the people in the control group had exercised before. So I guess they're basically couch potatoes. We'll just say that, okay? So they exercise 3 days a week for roughly just like 30 minutes a day. So the main goal is to achieve 60 minutes of heart healthy activity. So they went from doing no exercise to exercising 3 days a week for roughly a total time of 1 hour. So that's not very much at all. They used a heart catheter to measure the flexibility or youthfulness of the heart after 2 years of exercising regularly. So they compared them after 2 years. And what they found is that going from doing no exercise to even just a little bit of exercise, 1 hour total a week is not very much exercise, guys. Even just doing that little amount actually reversed. Results showed that committing to a heart healthy exercise routine can actually reverse some of the consequences of a sedentary lifestyle. And that means that they actually strengthen their heart and they are going to live, they've increased their chances of living a longer life because they decided to get off the couch and go for a walk. They go for a fast-paced walk. You can go to the gym. You can go pick up some weights. The name of this game is health. We want to live. We want to be around for our kids, right? It doesn't take a lot. You can to get 1 hour in, go for a 15-minute walk. I'm not saying you got to be out of breath, but anything is better than nothing. I want you to live as long as you can. I want you to feel better. You're going to produce more natural energy and you're going to feel better throughout the day when you go from not doing shit all day to even just go to achieve 1 hour of heart healthy activity. That can be 4 15-minute walks. A 15-minute walk takes no time, or 2 30-minute walks. Doesn't matter. As long as you're hitting that 1 hour mark, you're going to have a healthier heart. And that's all there is to it.
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
All right, guys. So study number 3 was published in 2019 from Harvard Health Publishing from Harvard Medical School. I like the main study highlighted here because the control group was like 13,000 people. So this article basically says that weight training for just 1 hour per week, that's just like the last study. 1 hour per week, that's nothing, man. It doesn't take 1 hour per week. That would be me going and doing one exercise 4 days a week, because yeah, it takes me at least 15 to even 30 minutes. Like if I'm doing a bench press workout, I'll be on the bench for maybe 30 minutes sometimes. It just depends on if I'm going for more reps and shorter rest periods. But this article basically says that weight training for just 1 hour per week can lower your risk of heart attack or stroke by up to 70%. 1 hour per week, 70% less chance of heart attack or stroke. Are you ready to get off the couch yet? So that is compared to weight training 1 hour per week. These aren't people who are already in the gym 5 days a week, okay? They're not adding 1 more hour of weight training and achieving 70%. No, these people are people who were doing nothing before, and then they add 1 hour a week of weight training. Now, if 1 hour of weight training can have that dramatic of an effect. Now, they weren't all 70%. It wasn't 70% increased, or it wasn't 70% decreased chance for everybody. It was a range from 35 up to 70%. But even if you have 35% chance, 35 less percent chance of dying of a heart attack, would you not want that 35%? And it only takes 15 minutes 4 days a week. It only takes 30 minutes 2 days a week. I'm just saying, guys, human lifespan is so minuscule. I mean, it's just like the blink of an eye, basically. If you can get even 6 more months at the end of your life, would you not want that extra 6 months? I mean, would you not want a better odds of surviving a heart attack? I know I sure as hell will, or would. I used to live on top of being a sedentary lifestyle, which means I wasn't doing anything basically to work out or to keep my heart health in check. I was also doing all kinds of drugs, okay? So now I'm trying to counteract that. I'm not saying it's gonna work. I've probably done some irreversible damage, but that's the consequences I get for the actions that what I used to do, the life I used to live. Luckily, I was able to get in front of my fucking self and get my shit together whenever I found out we were having a kid, because it doesn't happen for everybody, and a lot of my friends died young, way too young, and not just my friends either, my family. I want to be the best fucking example for my son that I can be. So you're going to find me working on myself nonstop. But anyway, that's about me. Let's look into this article. So these are basically the same results that you will find when you compare somebody living a sedentary lifestyle, that means not doing anything. Compare two people, okay? One person, both of them are sedentary lifestyle. One person remains on the couch, not doing anything. The next person introduces cardio. It's basically saying that they achieve the same results, about roughly 35% to 70% decrease in chances of heart attack or stroke, whether you add cardio, aerobic exercise, or weight training exercise. As long as you're exercising and getting your heart rate up, you are going to strengthen your cardiovascular system. So what the article doesn't point out is, or what the article doesn't discuss, rather, is comparing, say, somebody who's been just lifting weights their entire life and another person who's been lifting weights their entire life. Say one of them implements cardio and adds 1 hour, say a 1 hour cardio session once a week. I am going to be much more inclined to believe that the person who implements 1 hour cardio will have an even stronger heart than the person who is simply lifting weights five days a week. Why? Why do I say that? Because I did that. And if you think you can't feel your heart health, you definitely can, because it affects how well you're going to sleep. It affects your overall natural energy every day. It has an effect on all of these things. It also has an effect on your endurance and strength of your nervous system when you're training in the gym. So I used to only train with weights. To warm up, I would just do some stretches, blah, blah, blah. I didn't do cardio to warm up. None of that. Once I added in a 10 to 15 minute cardio warm up before every workout. I go into the gym, I'm getting on the bike, doing the row machine or something, and I'm getting my heart rate up, I'm getting my blood pumping, because it makes your body more loose and you're less likely to suffer from an injury if you are doing a cardio warm up to warm up. And that's proven. Check into it, okay? Once I implemented 3 days a week, on top of my 5 days a week weight training, 3 days a week, I go run. I've got a bicycle, just getting some good cardio in, usually steady state cardio. Since adding that in, I've noticed more strength gains. I can get another rep where I would usually be failing, and this is where it converts into the weight room. When your endurance via cardio goes up, your endurance in the weight room is going to go up. And if you don't believe me, just try it. What do you have to lose? So I say that to say this. If you have more endurance, your nervous system has more endurance, do you not feel like your heart is going to be healthier? I mean, it's just something to think about. So, in conclusion, it doesn't matter if you're doing cardio or strictly weight training, if you're comparing either of these to doing nothing at all, being a straight up sedentary couch potato, the results will always show that any exercise is better than no exercise. However, when comparing weight training to intense aerobic training with the same time frames, cardio is slightly going to be better because, as shown in the first study, doing cardio is going to burn more calories than weight training. Therefore, your heart and cardiovascular system are working harder than when weight training. Now, I understand. I just said I did 405 for 2 the other day, or actually yesterday. 405 for 2 on 2. My heart was about to thump out of my chest. You're not going to tell me that sumbitch wasn't working hard, right? Yes, it was, definitely. For a little bit, for those 2 pulls, right? And then the heart rate just goes back down, you know. It's probably up close to 180, 190, and then it goes down, back down. So, when you're doing steady state cardio, it stays up there for longer. You're doing more work. You are burning more calories. Your heart is going to be strengthened. It could only be 10%. But if you can be 10% healthier by implementing, you can go for a run, row machine, stationary bike, elliptical. There's all kinds of stuff. You can do burpees, whatever kind of cardio you want, just add it in. Because not only are you going to see strength gains in the weight room, it's going to cross over into the weight room, you are also going to feel better. And if you don't believe me, just try it. Because that's all I can say. You know, I'm not an expert. I've told you guys I'm not a doctor. Always consult with your doctor before implementing anything, before adding any kind of intense activity to your routine. If you're not used to doing anything, consult with your doctor first. We don't want anybody croaking, okay? This is all, health is the name of the game. What I would recommend if you have been totally sedentary for a long time, start with going for a walk, okay? After that, do some push-ups if you can. Maybe do some air squats. You don't even have to go to the gym to start out. It's really, a lot of people are like, oh, I can't afford a gym. To start out, just to start chipping away at this not unhealthy lifestyle, go for a walk. Trade out fries for something healthy. Eat an apple or something. Make healthier choices. Eat lower calorie foods. Eat veggies. Eat fruits. Is cardio necessary to achieve and maintain optimal heart health? Well, short answer is yes. Long answer is yes. But if you're going from doing nothing to simply weight training, you are going to achieve almost as good of heart health benefits that you would by going from doing nothing to doing cardio. So, if you're going from doing nothing to doing weight training, excellent. Your heart health is going to increase dramatically. If you're going from doing weight training to adding cardio, I'm going to say your heart will get a little bit healthier. It's not going to be like, oh, I'm only weight training, blah, 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 and there's no point in me doing cardio. Well, you can keep telling yourself that, but adding cardio is going to provide you with some health benefits just the same as somebody doing nothing and adding weight training would achieve. Well, not the same, but just shut up. Just shut up. Hey guys, I really appreciate you watching. I know my channel's not that great yet. I'm working on it. I'm hoping it gets better. I really appreciate everybody for watching. Please share the video to anybody that you feel like they need to learn something about cardio. If you hate the video, tell me about it in the comments. If you love the video, tell me about it in the comments. Smash that thumbs up button or the thumbs down button, whichever one. Just smash one of them, please. And subscribe. I'm almost to 100 subs, guys. It's freaking awesome. So once I get to 100 subs, somebody's getting a free shaker bottle. And once I get to 200 subs, somebody's getting some free lifting straps. So all you have to do to enter is leave a comment and be subscribed to the channel. And I will select a random commenter and I'm gonna ship them their prize totally free. So, you got nothing to lose. It costs you nothing to leave a like and subscribe. And it helps me out so much. You guys have no idea how excited I get every time I see +1 added to my subscribers, or even just added to a video, the views on a video. Even every single view, I'm like, yes, progress, progress. So thank you guys so much for watching again, and I'll see you next time.
Nope.